It's NAB 2024 and we're on the Broadcast Bionics booth and I'm with Dan. Hi Dan, how you doing?
Hey, good to see you again.
Very good. So Dan, we spoke about CallerOne before at previous shows. For people that may not be familiar with it, give us a quick overview of what it is.
Yeah, so we introduced CallerOne as a really simplified version of our talk show platform.
Yep.
So we wanted to produce something which was simple enough that everyone can use it. Yep. And affordable, so everyone can afford to enter into this. We start as 3-line, 6-line, or 12-line. Yep. And behind the scenes, it's a full SIP talk show system, but running just as a very simple Windows service, running on any PC or a virtual machine. And so what we're seeing here is just inside a web browser is a call screening interface that I can use. I can dial calls, I can answer ringing calls, etc. All of this is providing the kind of regular call screening kind of function, so I can see lists of recent calls, save contacts, etc. So how this works is that simple piece of software can use a sound card driver to talk to Livewire, to talk to WheatNet. We talk AES67, Ravenna, and Ember Plus to consoles that support that. So that was a really popular choice for simplifying both the implementation and the control of talk shows.
Yep.
But what we're showing here is we've now integrated that you can use call controllers from Wheatstone and Telos to control the system in hardware. Because in the US, there are these workflows where people really like to still use these physical call controllers. So I can route these calls now to and from air. I can lift this up and use my handset to dial a call. But all of that is being integrated in software from the same system. So I can equally take a call from here and route it to the phone and from the phone, etc. So without needing to purchase expensive hardware in the back end, I can make a 3-line, a 6-line, or a 12-line talk show system, still keep the workflows that I like, but move from maybe an older POTS system to a modern SIP phone system. And in the US, they've started to sort of deregulate the pricing of the old-fashioned POTS telephone calls. So quite often some of those line costs are going up from a few tens of dollars a month to maybe a few $100s a month.
Right.
So this then makes this a really affordable way of swapping out from a POTS platform to a small SIP platform while still keeping the workflows that people enjoy.
So what do people need to consider to get started with this?
Yeah, so they need to just have a computer to run the software on. It's a very simple self-install executable. Yep. And they need to consider how they're going to migrate from POTS to SIP. So if you want to keep the POTS lines, you can just use a gateway to do that. Yep. But for most people, it means porting the telephone lines to a SIP provider. And our dealer over here can help people to do that. So if you've got 6 phone lines, you can port those numbers to a SIP provider, keep the same numbers, keep the same services, but move to a more modern platform, which, as well as giving you excellent control, can also do higher quality audio. So when you bring phone calls via a POTS line, it's only 2-wire, which is why you need a hybrid. This is obviously 4-wire because it's SIP the whole way. But it also supports high definition codecs, so G711, G722, and Opus codecs. So if someone phones you from their iPhone or a mobile phone, that'll be an HD call the whole way through. So you'll get kind of contribution grade audio, and calls which sound much better than traditional telephony.
Yeah. So anyone already using CallerOne, any updates are just fairly seamless, I guess.
Exactly. So you can literally just, if you have one of these handsets, it will automatically discover CallerOne and connect to it. So that's a free upgrade to people who already have it. And this handset will also support Anywhere. So again, we have Anywhere calling within here, which is our high quality codec. So that allows you to send a text message or an email to somebody with an invitation to join the program.
Gotcha.
When you click on that, again, from a web browser using an Opus WebRTC call, high quality contribution, but you can still screen those calls right on the devices you already have in the studio.
Nice, nice. And it looks like it's available now?
Yeah, so it's been available for a couple of years. From the end of the show, we've just added the ability to discover and use these control surfaces. Yeah.
Cool. So people that aren't at NAB, where can they find out more information?
So we're just bionic.radio.
Dan, thank you very much indeed.